Hello and welcome to Season 7 placements of ALR, Aero League Racing, with myself, Erminator, Audio 9098 and Reaperdude83. Now Audio's gonna carry on with the video and guide you through it.
Yeah, so today in the Season 7 placement video, we're going to talk about the calendar first up, then we're going to talk a little bit about which day every tier will be on, then we'll talk about sprint tier placements, and then we'll go into the main 50% tier placements to finish off. We will also be continuing the Seed 1, Seed 2 teammate format for 50% tiers, but obviously Sprint League, you can team with whoever you want to. And now it's Reaper who's going to start things off with the first two tracks of the calendar.
And the first two tracks we've got is Bahrain, one of everyone's favourites, I think, of the season. So that's going to be on the 5th to the 8th of August. And then the following week, we have the sunny Spain, which sees a lot of rain for some reason. And that's between the 12th and the 15th of August. Another great track.
Yeah, then we carry on to Britain from 19th to 22nd of August. One of the best tracks for racing on the F1 game. And then we have Azerbaijan and the Slipstream Fest from the 26th to 29th of August. Personally, my favorite street track.
And then to kick off September, we head to Spa-Francorchamps, where we had the Race of Champions yesterday. So it'll be interesting to see how people's times will have changed once we get to there. And then on the 9th to 12th of September, we head to Circuit Paul Ricard in the south of France.
Yes, and then heading on from there, we got a lot of people's favourite short but fast track between the 16th and 19th September, which is Austria, the Red Bull Ring. There's always lots of entertainment going on. And then rounding off September, we have Monza, Italy, where the Tifosi will be sitting there following everyone, I suppose. That will be the 23rd to the 26th of September.
Then we are going on to Monaco from the 30th to the 3rd of October. The notorious street track. Round 10, we have a not yet confirmed track, depending on Codemaster's track release plans. We're gonna fill that in.
And then following on from that, from the 14th to 17th of October, we have another yellow flag signifying another track to be confirmed once Codemasters have let us know some more information. Then for round 12, towards the end of October, we head to Canada, the circuit in Montreal, which is famous for its Wall of Champions. Only 2 rounds after that, it will be interesting to see if anyone's championship fights will be ruled out on that track.
If anyone is still fighting for the championship, we have the final 2 rounds. Brazil, actually one of my favorite tracks. Very technical in the mid sector. That'll be in the 28th to the 31st of October. And then finishing the season off, we head off to the other side of the world. We head to Australia, where the track is slightly changing. And that will be between the 4th and the 7th of November. So if it hasn't finished by then, I have a funny feeling we will see some very, very good racing.
Now we go on to the schedule for all the tiers. We have tier 1, 2, and 4 on the Thursday. Then we have tier 3 and 5 on Sunday. And tier 6 on the Friday. All races from 8 p.m. We have 2 Sprint League tiers, both on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. as well. And GT Sport is on Saturday and Project Cars on Monday.
And now we're going to go to the Sprint League 2 drivers. For the Sprint League, we're not using the driver seeding, so anyone can team with anyone who they want. And the order of the drivers, as far as I'm aware, is the order of the cars you should get. So the people higher and to the left will get the slower cars, and bottom right will get the quicker cars for the first round, and then after that it will be decided on championship standings. So here we have the grid. First up we have the Salieri, Danny Boy Dan 87, Luke BS1 and B-Rob _.
Then after that, we got S Boomer 22, Buns 1, El Trucco, and W Heinsberg 25.
Then we have Snappy, Igor, Reno King 98, and Major XTC.
Then we have a new driver, Ahmed 190707, Penguin Snake 18 returning, Thurkavar and Abmo also returning.
Then we've got Joe Leary 87, Mike Sands 2001, Noof Squidus 8, and Cillian 47.
Now we head on to the tier host. It's going to be Boomer, as well as the admin of the second sprint tier. Then we have the commentator. It's going to be httpPyro, his debut. Then we have reserves Alexos, Dudu04, Liquid Traitor, sorry, F Benny 6, and Mr. Stark 29.
And moving on to the top sprint league, we have Harmon, Empolhui, I Have I, and Rossi.
Next up, we have A9 CERN, Alupalu 22, Hyped _ Skolzy 11, and GFO _ Steel Reapus _ GR.
Then we head on with Danger07, Ishtar, Rick VGR06, and Steba 55.
Then we have M Heidi 3, Ogiragan, Twanak, and Mer _ Salt.
Next up, we have Oh, It's Just Nico. After that, we got Sven the Men, Pappy _ Mo, and Dr. Truepox.
Now we go on to the tier host. It's going to be either Haida or Alupalu. I think the admins don't know. Then we have the admin. That's going to be Blue Jean 24. The commentator is going to be Reproduced 83. And the reserves are going to be KP and M World G27. As well as myself and Scalesy.
Next up, we have our first of our main 50% tiers. This is tier 6, which runs on a Friday at 8 p.m. UTA time. And for many of these guys, it'll be their first season in ALR. So, starting off the grid, we have Annihilator _ BL, Barry Kruger, BH _ AVFC, and CISD SPM.
Next up, we have Igor _ J _ Dudu04, KXNG David 1.
Then we have Penguin Snake 18. Then we have Will the Game 91. We have Woo Max 1 and Black Charizard 3.
Then we have Cillian 474, F Benny 6, and Jacko Lacko 04.
And then finishing off, we got Liquid Traitor XD, Mike Sands 2001, and Noof Squid is 8.
And the last 3 spots are free because this is recorded on Wednesday, and the spots are hopefully going to be filled in until the season starts.
In terms of the tier hosts, tier admins, and commentators, we have Fontanu confirmed as commentator. And then for host and admin, this is to be confirmed, but it'll probably be an admin taking over the duty, which is not sure which one, and we need to allocate the person, and then the host we will find out once we assign everyone to the tier and we can see who has the best internet. In terms of reserves, once again, it's pre-recorded a couple of days before tiers are announced, so we're still getting sign-ups like crazy, and these could be filled very soon.
And here we have the tier 5 season 7 placements. Starting off, we got Comidget, Eladaro Yoda, httpPyro, now 4.5, and we got Lucas _ DR3.
Then we have Nichols 141200, the Reproduced 83, Shabs EN, and Snappy.
Then we have the Curver, Eli, Ahmed, and Smooth 226.
And then we got Dangerous Dove, Dewblade, I'm the Pervy Sage, Johnny Stewart 9.
And last but not least, we have Major XTC, Roller Ruler, SRT POVX NHO 92, and Wicked Prophet.
And as there's drivers here that we know a bit better and know a bit more about, we're going to give our little prediction and a little sort of people to look out for towards the top of the grid. Personally, I think Shabs and Eli are very strong candidates for this tier. Terminator?
I would say either Dangerous Dove, Lucas, or Shabs, personally. But I also believe Midget, if he can improve quickly, he could be in for a shot.
Yeah, I would probably go along with that. I'd also say Dewblade as well is another one to watch out for. He'd be quite good.
So yeah, that's probably what, about 7 or 8 people in total that we've named that could be in for a shot at the title, and obviously anyone here could come and surprise us and improve throughout the season. In terms of the reserves, host, and commentator for this grid, we have Alupalu22 returning to Tier 5 commentator duty. We have Reaper Dude 83 as the host, and on reserves we have SJ and Joe Leary.
And here we have the tier 4 placements. Starting off, we got Ankbank, who is a champion from last season. Arctic Squirrel, FFW Mixalis, and Larry Wakes.
Then we have Luke Boost 1, Ardio 1998, S Boomer 22, and Slimmy Cam.
Then we have the Ukrainian duo of the Salieri and Zab DS, followed by Bundes 1 and Christy 347.
And next up, we got Christoph 2000. And then we after that, we got CT Ice Demon 20, El Traco, and Poggle 2904.
And the last 4 drivers, we have Reno King 98, Steve Dots underscore, Titchy Boom 2, and W Heisenberg.
In terms of favourites for this tier, I think it's hard to look past last season's champion Ankbank. I think Larry Wax and Salieri and Luke Beus will also be strong contenders.
Yeah, I can see Reno maybe, or Poggle. Definitely 2 quick guys. I would say maybe Boomer, but knowing him, that's not gonna happen.
I mean, yeah, I can't see anyone really pushing Ank that much. I mean, maybe Heisenberg. Yeah, that's about it, if I'm honest.
In terms of the tier host, we have S Boomer 22 on host duties. We have Mike Sanders 2001 back again for commentary. We have myself and Boomer admin in the tier with NTA Garbage Man and Joro as reserves.
Okay. And next up for the tier 3 placements, we have Apex Turbo, Danny Boy Dan 87, Casel 9992, and Lords Alaman 786.
Then we have Mighty Mini Smiley, Buggy Regan, Osvaldo Romeo, and Skelsey 999.
Following those guys, we have tier 3 defending champion Sohan Matthew. We have Uwat Babunje. We have B Rob, and we have Anosia MCFC.
Or Billy.
Or Billy.
Following up after that, we have X Robin W10, Fontenelle, KDBFTW, and Luke 2903032.
And the last 4 is Quaker Oat 489, Rom PPM, no, Rom Triple PM, Sabetti, and Whitson underscore.
In terms of people fighting for the championship in this tier, I think it's going to be a very close call. You've got people with experience in championship fights with Fontanu and Apex, who came Apex P2 and Fontanu P3 in tier 5 last season, I think. Sabetti also has experience. Sohan Matthew has experience of winning as well. Those come third a couple times. So I think it's going to be between Sohan, Sabetti, and Cassell is going to be my prediction.
I think either Sohan, Skelsey, or Osvaldo.
I'm probably going to go with Sohan, Sabetti, and Apex.
In terms of the host, admin, and commentary for Tier 3, we have CTI's Demon performing admin duties alongside commentary. The host is to be confirmed, and reserve we have Dr. Truepox and Terminator 31.
And then we're moving back to Thursday racing with Tier 2. It's Elite Dave LN, Ishtar, Jag Kings, and Jamie 05.
Then we have Joe Royley 15, Mersalt, M Hyder 3, and S Sake 95. Sorry.
The next four drivers are Twanek, Witche 2016, Grayson F1, and Kaetic. with the horn in the background. Let's stay in.
That was perfect.
Alexos.
Next up, we have Los Alexos, El Trucker 05, O It's Just Nico, and Pappy _ Mo.
And the last four drivers are Pazemu 321, Rosthorn, Swen the Men, and TTG Storm 72.
So in terms of drivers' championship battles, once again we have a tier that is very, very close, and drivers who have experience in championships. I'm going to throw a new name out there into the hat. I'm going to say Joe Royal will have a shot and be up there. I'm also going to say El Trucker, Grayson, Ishtar, and Jamie, I think, will be all fighting neck and neck. And M Hyde, like everyone's got a chance.
I think TTG Storm has the biggest chance here. Then I'd say Trucker and Jamie.
Yeah, for me, again, it's going to be a very close season in Tier 2, but I'm probably going to go with Trucker, Hyde, and Alexos.
In terms of admin and host duties, we have M Hyde on both. We have Terminator 31 commentating in Tier 2 once again, and reserves we have Sarakaya, Basket Emil, and M Wilt 27.
And then we move on to the Tier 1 admin side. So the host and admin for Tier 1 will be Polis. Commentator will be me coming back. So that'll be great. The reserves, we have Rick VGR06, Renko 770, and Jimmy 99PSV.
The drivers of Tier 1 the next season will be A9 CERN, Baraka Cap Shalom, Desepsky, and Harmon.
Then we have Hugster 8, I have I, Rossi, our Tier 2 champion, moves up to Tier 1. And then we have Season 5 Sprint League champion, M Polhui.
Following those guys, we have Rudy 1973, Stan Rosema, Alu Palu 22, and BR4JK.
Then we have Big Bambino 27, Denjo 7, F1 Champ KP, GFO Celripus GR, or Moby, with the old guys.
Then we have Hype Skulls returning after a season away. We have Secret DJ Gill, Staber 55, and VRA Chiquito rounding off the grid.
Wow, with this grid is going to be, I reckon there's going to be another close one at the top. I mean, you got Empolis. I mean, Rossi could even fight for it this season in Tier 1. Quite possibly, I reckon Harm as well.
Yeah, I think this year is really stacked. I've been watching the evaluation races, and I gotta say, Rudy and Stan, really, really small differences there. Alu Palu and Celripus also could be battling. I'd say also Rossi, but Rossi always gets 25 seconds of penalties a race, so he's out of the battle.
Yeah, and I think someone who you can't count out based on evaluation races is A9 Cern and Hogster. Both won their individual evaluation races, but it's hard to look past Rudy. I mean, Season 5, Season 6 champion, had a great evaluation race battling with Stan Rosema all race long. and I think Harmon will be my third top pick for the title.
Cool. And here we go, guys. If you want to pause it here, you can see everyone's names, where you're going to be, and everything else. With the tier 5 to 6, the top half is the first seed, and the bottom half is the second seed. So whoever's in the top can partner up with whoever's in the bottom part. And it also tells you who your comms host and your backup's going to be.
And that is it for the season 7 placement stream. Hopefully it was a bit quicker than last time. I think, what was it, an hour and a half, Terminator, last time?
We recorded for 4 hours, but it was cut down to an hour and a half.
Yeah, so I think we've done a decent job there. Hopefully everyone is at least not too disappointed with which tier they've been placed in, and hopefully you all have a really enjoyable season here. And you won't hear from me until the next placement video, but you'll hear from Reaper and Terminator commentating 3 times per week between them. So yeah.
Keep it busy.
Yeah, looking forward to the season. And on that note, I think it's time to end this video. You can choose your teammates right now and your car, hopefully. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow our Instagram and our Twitter.
Hashtag comment for the algorithm.
See you, and yeah, comment for the algorithm. Amazing. See you.
Bye.
Bye.